Prince Obinna, the only son of King Eze of Umuachala, was dead. Or at least, that's what we thought. I was a young boy when this happened, but I remember it like yesterday. It was the biggest story in our village. The kind that old men still talk about today when the moon is full and the fire is crackling. Obinna was different from other princes. While his father wanted him to marry a rich chief's daughter, he wanted love, real love. But in those days, love was not important in marriage. It was about power, land, and strong alliances. His father arranged for him to marry Adora, the daughter of a powerful chief from the next village. She was beautiful, yes, but Obinna had never spoken to her before. He had never even seen her smile. The prince refused. The king was so furious. He said, "A prince does not choose love. Love is chosen for him." One morning, the palace woke up to a terrible news. Prince Obinna was dead. They said he drowned in the river while hunting. His body was never found. The entire kingdom mourned. Women shaved their heads, sat in silence, and the king did not eat for days. But I saw something strange that day. I saw an old fisherman paddling away from the river before sunrise. And in his canoe, there was a man with a royal bracelet on his wrist. I knew that bracelet. It belonged to the prince. Obinna had faked his death. He had paid the old fisherman to take him far away where no one knew him as a prince. For months, there was no sign of him. Then one day, news spread that a young man named Oke was living in a small village across the hills. He was poor, but he worked hard. He farmed the land, fetched water, and helped the elders. In that village, he met a girl. Her name was Nnenna. She was not a chief's daughter, not a princess, just a simple girl who made clay pots and told funny stories. She did not know he was a prince. She did not care about wealth or power. She just liked the way he made her laugh. For the first time in his life, Obinna, now Oke, felt free. But kings do not let their sons disappear forever. One day, warriors from Umuachala arrived in the village looking for the missing prince. Obinna could have run. He could have hidden, but this time he did not. Instead, he walked to the middle of the village and said, "I am Prince Obinna, son of Eze of Umuachala." Gasps filled the air. Nnenna dropped the clay pots in her hand. The warriors bowed. They did not take him by force. Instead, they gave him a message from his father. "Come home, all is forgiven." Obinna had a choice: to return to the palace, live as a prince, and marry Adora, or stay in the village and be Oke, the poor farmer who loved a girl with a bright laugh. For the first time, his father gave him the freedom to choose. And so Prince Obinna of Umuachala returned home, but not alone. He brought Nnenna with him. She was no princess. She had no royal blood, but she was the only woman the prince had ever loved. And this time, his father did not stop him. Some say the king learned that power and tradition were not everything. Others say he just wanted his son back. But in the end, The prince who once died for love lived happily because he had found it.